Hey, good afternoon. This is Shaw here. I'm just gonna get my coffee.
That's cool. No.
Um,
No. Yeah. Okay. Welcome.
I know I put it there. I left it here. There. Screens. I don't need this one. There it is. See.
I'm Gordon Ramsay. Welcome to Hell's Kitchen. Whose is this? Why'd you help me? Now what you want? And we're back at third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she's looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms for us all, Jill.
Wait a minute. She just left Grammarly.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She just asked Grammarly to help her write a summary of her doc, and she's shortening it. Look at that. She's done. It's in!
It's in!
Download Grammarly for free.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs. Bananas in pajamas are chasing
Save up to 60% on a wide selection of styles perfect for spring, including silver jeans and clothing at 40% off. Marks, this is big event on now at Marks and Marks.com.
I didn't do nothing to my kids.
Right, you took the lie detector.
Yes, I did.
Why were the first four taken away?
I'm not supposed to let anybody that's on drugs around my children, and I made a big mistake.
Why was your fifth child taken away?
I don't know.
You don't know. They found drugs in the baby's body. She's running. She can't take the heat.
Took my kid basically right out of my arms 7 days after he was born.
The woman that got your baby taken away, you're laying in bed with her. Did they ever tell you if you left her, you'll get your child back?
Well, yeah, actually.
Yes, they did tell you that.
Yeah.
You were also accused of molesting your children.
I never ever would have molested any of my children.
Your kids said you
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, they said I did it. I made mistakes, and I'm willing to
You
change
made
it.
mistakes.
I'm not reason lie about my past. Not at all.
Yeah, you ain't the reason why.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are baby number 7. Danielle's 4 children were taken out of her care after police observed all 4 children, including her newborn baby, home alone. After that, she gave birth to a 5th child. But both the child and Danielle tested positive for drugs. So this child was taken away as well. And only 4 months ago, Danielle gave birth to her 6th child. And 1 week later, CPS removed the child. But both the child and Danielle tested positive for drugs. So
Never ever would have molested any of my children.
your kids said you
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, they said I did it. I made mistakes, and I'm willing to
You
change
made
it.
mistakes.
I'm not reason lie about my past. Not at all.
Yeah, you ain't the reason
No,
why.
I'm not.
Yes, you are baby number 7. Danielle's 4 children were taken out of her care after police observed all 4 children, including her newborn baby, home alone. After that, she gave birth to a 5th child. But both the child and Danielle tested positive for drugs. So this child was taken away as well. And only 4 months ago, Danielle gave birth to her 6th child. And 1 week later, CPS removed him from her care. But Danielle is here today to prove that she could be a good mom. And she wants to have another baby. Take a look.
I'm here because my girlfriend was accused of molesting her children. When I got with Danielle, I knew she had 5 kids that were taken away, but I didn't know why. A couple months ago, Danielle gave birth to our son. 1 week after his birth, CPS came in knocking on my door and ripped my son right out of my arms. And at first, I didn't know why they were taking my child. I had no idea why, and I didn't find out until we went to court. I found out my girl was accused of molesting her children. She was also accused of neglecting and abusing her children. When I heard this for the first time, it hurt. I didn't know what to do. And now my son's in foster care, and they terminated Danielle's rights. In CPS, they actually told me I have a chance of getting my son back, but then I'd have to leave Danielle. I need to find out if she molested them, was neglectful, or abused any of her children. Or if she actually witnessed anybody else molesting her children, because that was also brought up in court. Sometimes it's hard to even look at it, like I don't want to be in the same room, because that's why I want to find out if it's actually true or not. You know, because every day I think about it and I can't get it out of my mind.
I'm here to prove my innocence. I never abused my children or
Prove your
said.
innocence.
Yes, say my name.
How many children did you give birth to?
I gave birth to 6,
6. And how many do you take care of?
9.
You need to stand up. Why were the first 4 taken away?
They were taken away because when I gave birth to my 4th child, I got rushed to the hospital a couple days after she was born and left him home alone. And I called from the hospital, and he told me that CPS was here to remove my children.
So the police just showed up and said, hey, we're taking your kids?
Yes,
For what reason?
because he left them home alone.
Oh, he left them.
He left them home alone.
And what did the police observe when they arrived at your house?
They observed my oldest daughter outside the house, and my newborn upstairs was a spoiled bottle of milk laying beside her.
How old was the one outside?
At the time, she was about 6.
And she was locked outside, right?
That's what I heard, yes.
From the police. No reason why, right?
No.
Anything else they observed?
No.
Now, the police report states that you frequently locked one of your children outside the home, and that you would frequently leave your young children home alone, that you would do that.
I would never, ever.
Why would the police report that?
I do not know. I never, ever left my kids home alone. There was always an adult, always somebody there with my kids when I left them.
If you were in the hospital because you had a complication, wouldn't the police understand that, you had to take care of an issue and they would cut you some slack before they would take your 4 kids?
I thought they would.
But they didn't.
They didn't.
And were you ever able to get those 4 kids back?
Yes, I did get them back.
And then did you lose them again?
Yes, I lost them again.
Why?
Because they gave me a chance and they said that I'm not supposed to let anybody that's on drugs around my children, and I made a big mistake and I let back around my children.
Did you do the drugs too?
No.
Did they find them in your system?
On my 5th child they did, but they were prescription drugs.
And you didn't have prescription for them?
Yeah, I did.